I'm a living example of you can get punched in the face and get back up, because I'm the modern day Aztec warrior.
Yeah, I'm spitting it heavy, the mission is steady. Your bitch is a jelly, I'm ditching the petty. You're digging for pennies, I'm itching and ready. I open my heart when I listen to Shetty. I'm bold like a boss, but I'm little like Debbie. I know what the boss, I got richer than Getty. I'm holding the guap and I'm whipping the Yeti. Yeah, Kari can play with advanced moves. I'm fucking my girl and her man too. I'm taking the ball like the Rand do. My soul is the one that I can't lose. I soak up the sun like a sand dune. I'm holding up love with the bamboo. I'm rolling the blunt by the candle. Taking the game, running it back without taking a drink. Yeah, I'm the one and I'm making a wave. Rolling the blunt and I'm blazing a J. I'm escaping the brain, go straight for the cake. I'ma take to the bank, not taking a break. I'm made for the race, I pray for the day. I wake with a bake in a great estate. Are you living in a box? I'm bigger than a box. I'm spitting to supply my bread. My vision on the top is living like a boss when I kick it in a nice white jet. I'm quicker with the bars, I'm wishing with a one. Yeah, I'm dipping to the bar, I guess. I'm switching like LeBron when I spit it in song. My mission is to try my best. Taking a stab, but I came with a bat. I be chasing to grab my goals. If you hate in the back and you ain't with the facts, don't be faking and act like bros.
Welcome back to MMA Underground, your favorite part of Tuesday. One half of the dynamic duo killing it, known as Buddy V, with the one and only
Sam K. And shit, man, we have a phenomenal guest in the building, man. The one, the only, the king of Arizona himself, Moose. What's good?
What's up, guys?
How's it going tonight? You having fun?
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to have you on.
We having a little bit of Wero's having a little bit of life circumstance right now. We may or may not have him a little bit later, but shit, man, let's just get straight to it, man. Moose, man, you put on a show, man, in your most recent fight. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it was a good fight. You know, I was coming off of that brawler headbutt, so I was a little tentative. You know, I didn't want to just rush out there. But one thing is also I have cardio, so I really wanted to go to the decision no matter what happened. So, you know, people were trying to, you know, there was a couple comments in there saying, you know, I didn't try to finish him, or this isn't sparring, etc. But the thing is I don't fight for nobody except for myself. I fight because I got my own problems, my own demons that I get in there. And, you know, my performance, like, basically, if you don't like the fight, man, you don't have to watch it. But really, I didn't let the, you know, YouTube comments get to me too much. It was like some people's opinions that I respected. That was the only thing that kind of, you know. But yeah, I'm happy to be back. That was my first W. I didn't fight for 6 months, so it is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, don't mind those comments, man. I learned, I had a couple times where I remember I was in a rut after one of my losses. I was sitting there for like 2 weeks. No one could even get me to train. Like, what the hell? And I'm just like, man, the comments, man. Like, what am I even doing here? Like, why would we even got a pair of gloves? And it was like, nah. Don't listen to those. Don't look. Don't nothing. Don't matter. People talk shit about professional fighters all the time. So you know what? Yeah, we're like you said, we're out there for our own reasons.
Yes, sir. What's up, Bushido Zed in the building?
And a lot of times, man, people are looking for a reaction, bro. They're looking to get a rise out of you. And when you don't give it to them, you know, it just shows what they're trying to do even more so, you know?
Now,
I got a saying, though. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, buddy.
I'll just say, you said it was your first win, and, you know, coming off of that, you've had a B fight, you've had your losses, you had your wins. I mean, what's it like being able to overcome these different adversities to come with that win, finally have it in your grasp after all this time, after everything? You're just sitting there.
Yeah, it was really validating for me because, you know, that was my 5th time getting in the cage, and, you know, to not have your hand raised after that long, you know, it starts to get to you. You know, you start to ask yourself, like, should I even be doing this? You know. But at the end of the day, it makes, you know, the feeling you get after you fight, and the feeling you have while you're fighting, that's really what sets, that makes me feel good. And I will always chase that feeling no matter what. So, but yeah, like you said, though, I had that beef fight, I had MMA losses. I had a boxing fight where I got headbutt with a no contest. So, I've pretty much experienced everything. And then to get the W, that felt really good too. But I do want to avenge myself in MMA. Right now, I'm sitting at 0-2 in MMA, and, I don't like the sound of that. I feel like if you guys, I know you guys saw my first 2 MMA fights, the first one versus Laminite and the second one versus Sketchy. I had good moments in both fights, so
Yeah.
it's not like I was a fish out of water. But I have enjoyed boxing, sharpening up my hands, and for March of next year in Arizona, I'm looking at my MMA comeback, get my first W.
I like it. I like it.
Yes, sir.
Man, woo.
Is there anyone on the list? Anyone that's catching your eye?
I do want to have a match with Blick.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like that opponent. All right.
And also, I want to let Free Smoke match me up for my next fight. It's just a little something, and I just want him to pick the guy. So, and yeah, he's the matchmaker for the West Coast, so there's no problem there. I'll just be like every other person and put my name in the hat. If there's any guys my size that do an MMA, that's what it'll be. But yeah, me and Blick, we're gonna run it if it's in kickboxing or whatever have you. We're gonna run that eventually.
I like that matchup, man. I like that matchup. I don't know if you remember, that was one of my old opponents, and he fought one of my teammates twice, Glitch, and those were good fights as well.
Yes,
So yeah, I look forward if that gets put together. I look forward to that.
yeah, that would be a good one, I believe.
Dang. All right, Moose. I like it. Go for a good challenge. And I gotta say, the best feeling is when you do show up not knowing your opponent too. You train a little extra hard. You're like, ooh, is this person gonna be a kicker? Are they gonna be a puncher? You wake up the morning of, you're like, yeah.
Yeah,
You ever
not
stuff it,
knowing. Yeah, like not knowing who you're gonna fight, it really adds like a whole level of Fight Club vibes. Just you're showing up. Anybody at your size can get the smoke, and that's what it is. And they never pressure you to fight, so you can decline a fight, but that's who they got for you, and if you want to take it, that's what you take.
Hell yeah. Now, I was going to take this time to a quick little say so. Next show, if you guys tune in, let me see, 7:30 exactly, or around there, a couple minutes, give or take. Next show, I'm going to have a little something for the Yankee and the Brit MMA Underground giveaway. For everybody who tunes in, everyone who's live, we always say, check out the website, check out this and that. And I thought, you know what? Fuck that. Everyone's tuning in. We appreciate all your support. So next week, around the 7:30 mark of the show, there will be a giveaway. Now, I can't tell you what. That's why you got to tune in. But you're going to get something for free, possibly. So, hey.
Tune in, find out.
Now, Moose, I was going to ask, because I love seeing the videos, the pictures, and everything. Are you still running that, like the training in your backyard and whatnot with some people?
Yes, sir. The gym is actually better than ever. I would love to have my man Samke come back through because he was here when it was like next to nothing. And so now it's majorly upgraded. He wouldn't even recognize the joint. And we actually did move a lot of our training sessions to a park because a lot of guys want to show up and, it's just more room, better parking. That's the main reason. And speak of that, we're actually getting together tomorrow. So shout out to Phoenix Fight Team. Anyone in North Phoenix, if you want to come train with the boy, the whole squad's gonna be there. Come through. Let me know.
Let's shout out the squad real quick. Let them know who we with.
All right, we got Eon. We got Eon the Defiant. We got Husky. We got Martine. He had a fight. We also got Samurai Sean. Samurai Sean, he's nice. He just avenged his first loss. Because, when you first start, that first fight, it's pretty tough. And it lets you know where you're at and everything.
Yeah.
And, people could take that fight however you want to. We see some guys that fight the one time and never come back.
Exactly.
And that just lets you know it's not for them. And then we see what it does to other guys where it totally changes them. And that's what happened to Samurai Sean. It's like he came back. He went to a dark place and he came back like a different guy. It was so amazing to see that.
Solid group, man. That's a solid group of fighters, bro. And for sure, next time I'm out, man, I'm definitely passing through. Get some training in.
Yes,
for sure.
sir. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get into a couple groups around Tacoma. I know Fire Chicken, shout out Fire Chicken on the Scrapyard, just did a video, and he was saying, "Hey, if you're on here, comment your city so everyone can see where you're at." Because I feel like we get a lot of people. A lot of times we've been like, "Hey, let's all train together. Let's meet up somewhere." Okay, but no one's actually been like, "Hey, I'm from here. Oh, I'm from here. I'm from here." So now I'm like, "All right, let's get it going."
Really make those connections. That's what this community and this group is for.
Yeah, that was huge for me. And I used my pandemic money. So when the pandemic kicked off, we got those checks and stuff. I took that money, the stimulus checks, and I bought gas. Like I just used it to get to the first event. And so I got to fight at Street Beef West Coast 1, and that was amazing.
Hell yeah.
OG, man. OG. Can you walk us through that experience, bro?
Man, the first Street Beef West Coast, it was in San Bernardino, California. It was in a ex-fighter's backyard, a guy that used to fight for us. The fighter, he went pro and everything afterwards. So
Red Reaper, right?
Yes, sir. Red Reaper. Yep.
Yeah.
Throw some love on him. But the first event, man, it was absolutely crazy. Like the energy was off the roof. The freaking everyone was kind of mean mugging, I don't know if it was the California vibe, but everyone just looked a little bit angry that day. And yeah, some stuff almost happened in the crowd, during right after a fight, and the whole event was just crazy. But it was all awesome, and that's so many OGs were there that just come to every single event. And I haven't been able to come to every single event, but the fact that I made the first 3 events, that really meant a lot to me. So, I'm real happy with everything I've done in Street Beefs. If I got hit by a car tomorrow and died, I would be happy that I met Street Beefs, West Coast, everybody that I met, Alex, Tank, all those guys.
Hell yeah. And West Coast, that's how I met you too. West Coast 3.
Yes, sir. Buddy V was there. He came all the way from Washington, man.
I originally came to do an MMA match, and then I got convinced from my uncle to do a boxing match instead, and I fought Laminite, and yeah, I had some good moves and good stuff, but he definitely knew what he was doing, so I'll just say that.
Oh, we got Doughboy in the freaking chats.
That's the bread man. He done evolve, bro. He done evolve.
Hey, he's kind of like a guy from our team, but we just can't train together because he's so far. But Husky was in his corner for his last fight, and him and Husky did fight too. But it's crazy how this fight game works, man. So yeah, Doughboy, that's my guy right there. Yes, sir.
Same, bro. He fought one of my teammates, and for a long time, bro, I couldn't like him because of that. You know what I mean? You're my homeboy's opponent, so you're my opponent.
Yeah.
And everything changes, when you're in the moment. I think I cornered him in one of his fights, and it just broke everything. You know what I mean? And great fighter, bro. Great person. And you really see that level up, just like with you. We've seen that level up with you over time, bro. And one thing I noticed with you that a lot of fighters don't do is you take the time out in between fights and you're training in between there. Do you think that plays a role?
Absolutely. It's like if I don't train for a while, then I feel weird. You know, like Alexander Volkanovski, he had a fight, or he just like on his post-fight interview, he was saying like, if I'm not staying busy, I'm not checking all the boxes, and then I start to get depressed. I start to go to a dark place, but yeah, really, because like when in my personal life, I'm more of like a hermit. I'm more just kind of stay to myself, caveman style. But those days out of the week that I do train, those days are so vital to me. And I quit smoking cigarettes and all this, so now I have cardio and
Let's go.
I'm giving my guys the best looks possible. I'm being a good training partner. I'm not hurting nobody, but I'm giving them good looks, and I'm very happy that I met those guys. Freaking Husky comes all the way 45 minutes every time, and he doesn't even say anything. He doesn't care. That's the guy right there.
Yeah. I saw Bringing Smoke after. You gonna go amateur after Street Beefs?
It's tough to tell. Like, I really love fighting, and if I could get paid for it, yeah. See, that's the thing is I wouldn't do much amateur stuff. I'll do like 3 to 5 fights, so get some exposure. But I would rather just go straight to getting paid for it. Like something like BKFC, something like there's our guy right there.
Shout out Husky.
Something like that would be ideal. Like BKFC for sure. That would be my main thing.
We gotta. Ooh, I love it. What's man? So I gotta say, BKFC's had some killer cards coming up, and our boy Kai Stewart finally has a title defense. Oh my goodness, I am stoked. Yeah, Howard Davis has been gunning for him for a while. He's been talking some mad shit, so I cannot wait. So check out Kai Stewart. He's gonna be defending his belt.
Did you guys hear about Little Mac? Little Mac almost had his BKFC debut. So
Guy
that's
pulled
awesome.
out. Guy pulled out.
Yeah,
I remember I was trying to find it. And I was like, "What the hell happened?" I remember he was supposed to have a fight. I looked. I searched in the West Coast, the Scrapyard group, and I was looking. I couldn't find it on the actual website. I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I had to go to the personal page, look through a bunch of stuff, and I felt weird because I never do that. But I was like, I have to know what happened to the fight. And then I saw finally he was like, "Oh yeah, my guy like chickened out and blah blah blah." And I was like, and you see the OG fighter that's gonna be on the upcoming card, the unknown from the OG yard.
Oh yeah. He's making his debut. Yep.
I'm like shit.
Unknown
You
is a
never
dog,
know.
man. He's a
Hey, he
dog.
fought for the West Coast a couple of times.
Yeah. He came out like twice.
Yes, sir. That man's a beast. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm so happy for those guys.
He's got like 20 fights in the OG yard.
Yeah.
I think he might have lost maybe twice. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a beast, bro.
Yes, sir.
I remember one of his losses, I witnessed it, and he even said, he's like, "Man, I can't wait to fight. I drove 14 hours to be here." And I was like, "Shit." And he's like, "Yeah, I finished it. I'm ready to fight. Once I fight, I'll take a like snooze, relax, and then drive back tomorrow." And I was like, "Shit." So yeah, he lives and breathes fighting, so I can't wait to see his debut. Yeah, Mac.
And he's one of those dudes, man, where you look at the majority of his fights and you see that raw talent. The guy was getting off the couch. He wasn't training at his house or where he's from. He's admitted many times, like, bro, I just come out. I like to fight. So I can imagine with some actual training backed up behind him, and then go and do some bare knuckle shit, like monster.
Moose, I can see you with some BKFC. You're not gonna lie. You got to look for it too. You look like you would. You look like you would like to deal out some bare hits.
So yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm not scared of knuckles. We all started with street fights. I'm sure of that. Like, we probably all had our first fist fight before we ever put some gloves on and threw down that way. So yeah, it'd be just like getting back to But the main thing is they pay those guys. So
Right.
so that'd be crazy.
Hey, we
Thank you,
appreciate you, Fire Chicken.
What up,
Fire Chicken and Scrapyard. Much love.
Steve's got to stick together.
Much
Heck
love. Much
yeah.
love.
We gave you a shout out early on the show too. I got you. Man,
Bro, that bare knuckle man is gritty, bro. It's gritty as gritty. We saw some grittiness in the fight before your last with the brawler fight, bro. And it was unfortunate, the headbutt situation, because you were working. And I was looking forward to seeing, you know, I was hoping for the finish, and I was looking forward to seeing the result. Could we see a rematch in the future?
The thing is, you know, he did have a little bit to drink before the fight, and I think he would have never headbutted me if he didn't have that drink.
Hey, that's not true. That's not true.
Bro, he was.
That's not true.
Hell.
As ref, I've refed a couple of his fights, and I've trained with him. I've trained with him several times.
But how many has he came liquored up for, though? That's the thing.
Liquor or not, bro, that headbutt is coming. and it's not it's not intentional. It's not to be dirty. It's a matter of his movement, the way he physically moves his body from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people train technically how to move, and then some people don't.
Yeah, like Illuminate the State, he kind of moved with his head down too, a little bit similar, but the man's so damn tall. So, you know, I was way down here, he was way up here. So even when he lowered his head, it's like there wasn't much danger of a headbutt, which I really appreciate and respect, man. And also, I do want to make it known, I did have 20 pounds. Well, I think it was either 20 or 10, but I had a little bit of weight on him. You know, I had a little bit of weight on the guy because it was a mixer, so it was pretty much just find your match and get to work. But
hey, we appreciate it nonetheless, Ryan. We appreciate it nonetheless.
Oh, thank you.
That's a hot and spicy right there.
Now, Illuminate is one fighter I will say I do love the improvement that I've seen from him from his very first fight to even when he went to the OG yard and he had a tough opponent that hit real hard, and just seeing where he could take a punch to be able to grow. I saw he dipped a few of the. He had a couple nice little right underneath when you throw the hooks. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So that was a fun one. That was a fun match to watch. Modelo brewed for those with the fighting spirit. Yeah. Hell yeah. Or anything Mexicans always drink of. It's not a party at a Mexican's house if you don't have two Theos fighting before the end of the night.
Yeah, with that last fight, man, I gotta say, man, I appreciate the respect that you showed to Illuminate, because, you know, not only was there a weight difference, but there was a skill difference. You know what I mean? And a lot of people take advantage. A lot of people fall into their ego and fall into, you know, trying to get the views, you know, and you handled it like a respectful warrior, bro. You handled it respectfully. And, you know, one thing I would say, going back to what we were talking about earlier with the people in the comments and everything, you know, at the end of the day, bro, you are not responsible for your opponent's training or lack of. You know what I mean? You're responsible for your training. Yeah. So, you know, you came and you did your job, you know, and you did it to a T, you know?
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
I'm really excited because your cardio's better, like you said. And then you said you're doing your MMA in March. Oh, I can't wait to see that. But with cardio, you said you cut back on the smoking. Are you getting it strictly from sparring by just doing that a lot more consistently? Or are you actually taking time, you know, running? Are you doing high intensity interval training or anything like that?
Good question.
So I mostly do the bag work, and then we also, the whole team does a 200, I think it's 200 meter sprint or 200 feet sprint. So we do get some lung work in, not that much. But the best kind of cardio is to really just go out to your punching bag and beat it as hard as you can. And when your arms are tired,
that's when the real workout starts. After you get sore, that's when you keep throwing, you keep digging deep. You try to have better form as you get later and deeper into the rounds. And that's helped me a lot. And really just like not smoking cigarettes, bro, that shit helps you so much. As soon as you quit, like if you're a fighter that does both, challenge accepted. Man, challenge accepted is a bad guy. Like good, bad.
Yeah,
Like,
he
but yeah, that man, if he would do what I did and just quit smoking those, it takes your game to the next level. And like my next fight, I am gonna go for the finish. Um, you know, just because now I want a finish. I had a decision win. Now I wanted a finish win. So by any means necessary, guillotine, armbar. And I rolled with I've been rolling with some guys, and I'm holding my own. I'll just say that. So if it comes to that, if it comes to grappling, that's what it comes to. But yeah, I'm definitely. I need 4-ounce gloves. The other boxing gloves are too heavy.
I like that. Need a little more speed. Bam, bam, bam.
I dig it. I dig it.
Now, I have a kind of an off-topic question. I actually wrote this one down. I've been waiting to ask because I saw it on a post. Do you guys believe in the UFC cover curse?
I don't know what that
Because
is.
because it's like the Wheaties box cover curse or everything else. Because I saw someone post how after every time whoever made the cover of the UFC game, shortly after they ended up losing significantly or taking a bad loss. I mean, after that, like with UFC 3, I think Masvidal ended up losing like first or second round, I believe, and then Adesanya lost 2. I'm trying to think. Yeah, when McGregor was on, he ended up losing
Yeah.
real quick. I'm trying, yeah. But you guys think that kind of stuff is real? 100%. Yeah.
I would say probably not. I think they were gonna put like Islam on the cover and see what happens, but I don't think they did. I don't know if they did.
I think I don't think it's a curse. I think it's a contract. I think sports at the highest level is rigged in general, in my mind. Sports at the highest level is rigged. And if you want this, then you got to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
UFC may not be as dirty as boxing is in terms of the underhanded shit, the rigging, but I would not believe that, MMA gets rigged, like we've seen some funny calls being made before. We've seen stoppages that didn't make sense, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, it would be like the referee. Like the referee and the judges, they could rig the fight. But
Right.
the fighters, it's up to them to see what happens.
Fair enough. Well, I know we skipped in there. Was it King Cow? Where was it? Oh, do you think training with heavier gloves is going to give you more hands when you go back to your lighter MMA 4 ounces?
Mm.
Yes, sir. 1,000%. It's kind of like holding a weight. Like if you hold like a little, 2-pound weight, and you're throwing punches with it. And the thing is so when you're going down a glove size, those little gloves are gonna fit like into places that those big gloves can't go. So it's not vice versa. Like if you go from the little gloves and you throw that punch with a boxing glove on, it might not go where you're expecting it to. But when you go the other way, it's actually beneficial. It just makes your hand sharper. It just makes you're just pinpointing a finer spot when you're with the boxing gloves when you transition down back to your MMA gloves.
Quick question. Will we see Moose in another branch?
I really want to go to freaking Buddy V, the scrapyard.
Scrapyard.
I really want to go out there. Like I used to live in Washington at one point in my life. Um, so yeah, it would be awesome.
Dang, I have all my scrapyard shit in my room too because I wear it and use it. Dang it. For Street Beefs boxing, what weight gloves do they use? It's similar to all the branches, right? Like 12-ounce boxing, 4-ounce MMA.
It's 12-4, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can agree to a larger size, you know, if the opponents agree to it, but or a smaller size if they agree to it. But generally 16-4.
No, 12-4.
16.
I mean, yeah. 12-4. My fault. I was looking at 619's glove when I said that.
Dang. Moose versus Gash. Oh, I know Gash only does Muay Thai or kickboxing, so
It'd be
what do you
interesting.
think? Would you be down for that? Because
Yeah.
you said you might do a kickboxing match anyway.
Yeah, I'd run it.
I will say her last 3 opponents, their knees were like purple. So
Yeah, that's the thing with her. You gotta check leg. You gotta check those leg kicks. I throw some nasty leg kicks. Like I throw them at the calf, and just even when I throw them, it feels so good. It feels like I'm just chopping a tree down. So I love leg kicks. I'm all about it.
see, I know I can defend him from like a certain point on my shin because when I skateboarded, it would always flip up and hit me in the shin. So like I have like a half of my shin is solid as a rock, then the other half. I like that matchup. Would you do that? Moose versus Simo. I feel like that could be an MMA one.
That'd be
In my
interesting.
opinion.
That'd be interesting.
I actually haven't. I haven't seen any of Simo's fights.
Look him up, bro.
He's I had
nice.
one MMA match with him.
Yeah, you fought him too.
I fought him one time. Yeah, I'll just say he's strong. He's a lot stronger than he looks. I was like, whew, okay, all right.
He looks strong though. Like I met him at the last event and or the event in September, and we were just chopping it up, smoking, and you know, I didn't know he was fighting, but like he's got that stocky wrestler type build, you know.
Is he a wrestler?
He does some. He rolls around. I don't know if he wrestles, but yeah, he does some jujitsu and stuff. He's got some good. I got to train with him a couple times, but up in Seattle too. A few, we met up, and yeah, he's fun to train with too. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Man, yeah. So when you come to Scrapyard, you have a couple people from your pick. Depending, just all you gotta do is choose whatever style you want.
Yeah, the scrapyard, that'll definitely be like a big milestone for me going out there. Yeah, I thought it was like a milestone traveling around in the West Coast, like go to see all the different yards. But when you go out of state and you head up to Washington with the Sasquatch, that's when you really hit a milestone.
Heck yeah.
For real.
Yeah, I did go see. I fought him one time. Heck yeah. I'll just let y'all know now. You gotta watch the fight to see the decision. What you talking about, Willis? You think I'm just giving it to you for free? Go watch the fight. What are you gonna say? Sorry about that.
Who?
Oh, I thought somebody was saying something. Sorry. I got my kids in the background over in the other room. That might have been them. Damn.
Let me tell Z, because I keep seeing Z. He's posting comments. Z, I think the closest branch to you, bro, would be the OG yard in Virginia. There isn't one in Chicago, and what it takes to just build one out of nowhere, it takes a whole lot. It takes a whole lot to get these events going and make it a thing. But I want to say there's a couple people who travel from Chicago to the OG yard, because I know the OG yard has Beast, and I want to say he's originally from Chicago. But you can always travel out to West Coast, travel out to Scrapyard. We'd love to have you.
And shout out to every branch leader, every person that's involved with everything with Street Beefs, because to put those together, to have the film crew, to have the people that help match make, to have the help people that just the staff overall in general, to be able to have all that facilitated. Appreciate all that, and I like being able to show up and just whoop some ass. Now I was gonna say, when we go, obviously you say you want to travel, this and that. How do you feel that your game's gonna be affected from going because you fought in only sand, going to be able to go to the turf? How do you think that's gonna affect your footing, your placement, and what you expect and how you fight?
I do got turf in my backyard, so yeah, it's like a big old square, you know. So yeah, I'm already getting acclimated.
Okay, all right. Heck yeah, never mind.
You gotta train for simulation, you know? Hey, I gotta ask Moose, and this is the fan in me, the fan of Moose in me. Bro, where the Moose challenges at, man? We used to get Moose challenges from the YouTube. For
Yeah.
the people who don't know, Moose has a YouTube channel, and my guy used to post all types of content. You know what I mean? And I used to go, I'm looking for content. I'm looking to try to do these challenges. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, man. I really fell off my YouTube game because, it's a long road with YouTube. That's the thing, it doesn't happen overnight. And even when you're consistent, you're only going to slowly grow.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, I totally need to get back to it, man. It was a good outlet for me, and I am all about community. So when I'm able to involve people, just your everyday person from no matter where you're at, you can do my challenges. So yeah, man, I need to get back to it.
And what were those challenges? What was on your channel for the people who don't know?
So I had a watermelon challenge, right? That's where you just punch a watermelon as hard as you can, and it sends pieces flying. I had a machine gun challenge. So this was where you hit the bag as fast as you can. Oh yes, K, you were in that. Buddy V, I think you were in that.
Yep.
So yeah, a bunch of you guys hooked it up for that challenge. You punch the bag as fast as you can to make it sound like a machine gun going off. Yeah, I had a couple. Oh yeah, I had one challenge that was like punch the bag as hard as you can, and then I'll compare it to a gun. So we had the AKs, we had the freaking all that stuff.
Oh, the Instagram's blowing up, Moose. Anything you want, tag them to share on there. Ooh, over 56,000 followers.
Let's
Shout out to Yankee and the
go.
Brick.
Yeah, you guys have built a really awesome show, man. I'm happy to be a part of it. I think this is like my third appearance. So I mean, y'all getting used to me around here.
And the evolution. Like Samke said, I love it.
Hey, it's the king of AZ. We gotta have him on. You know what I'm saying? Got to. Can we talk about the moniker for a second? How that came about? You know what I mean? For the people who don't know.
And then we'll get to that question, Ghost, or Bring a Smoke.
Okay, so basically everybody's favorite fighter in person from Arizona, I had a hand in getting everybody from Arizona into it. So there was a point in time where Wero was literally posting in the group chat trying to get selected for a fight, and nobody knew him except for me. And I was sitting there, I was like, pick Wero, pick Wero, pick Wero, pick Wero.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I helped Wero get his first fight, me and Blanco, we had the first beef fight on the West Coast, and that was his first fight.
That's true.
So, I might have brought Blanco around, No, I just got a big role in Arizona. I try to do everything, and also shout out to the Arizona Diamondbacks. We're up 4-2. We're about to beat the Phillies and go to the World Series. I'm really pumped, man. Anything Arizona you want to talk about, I could talk about anything Arizona. You want to talk about cactuses? I could talk about cactuses. I could talk about scorpions. What you want? Let me know.
I was just in Arizona last week, too. I should have said so.
Bruh, how did you come without hitting me up?
It was a real quick. My friend got concert tickets and I flew down, so I had to fly down. Went to the concert with him, but yeah, I should have been like, "Fuck, Moose." Yeah, we hit the gym one time. Dang. It's in Phoenix.
PDP.
So order Pete.
Oh,
Oh
King
shit! There we go, King Cal on it. Let's talk about it.
I wouldn't know. I don't know which cactus does all that crazy stuff. I just know the ones to stay away from. The ones that'll jump onto your pants when you walk by them.
That's
Those,
a real what?
yeah, like just from getting close to it. Like I don't know if it's friction or what, but it'll just pull it into you. It's like look up the jumping cactus.
Nah, keep that. You could keep that.
Hell yeah, no.
You could keep that.
Well, damn. Now, I know we gotta. Sorry, bringing smoke. Want to bring that question up because I thought that was interesting, and I really want to answer that one. The
Yeah, that was
one
a good one.
for yeah, if you could book one fight at any weight class with any fighter or any branch, what would it be, or who would it be? And I have two that I would love to fight. One from the OG yard is I would totally love to fight Fair Play because everybody like he's just a class act and like for some reason he's better than like everybody he fights. So it's like you're gonna lose, but it's like it'd be a fun fight. And then the second one, wait, hold on, wait, what?
The
Jumping
jumping chola. Whoa!
That shit's crazy.
Can we pull that back up? That we want to see that. We want to know what to run away from.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, bro. If you see those, just don't even go over there. them things are mean.
Aw, dang. And the second one's a West Coast guy. I'd want to fight 619, especially because of Shark Tank thing. I was just like that,
That was
that's a
fun. The
West
Shark
Coast thing.
Tank. I got to get in on that. Yeah, I see that.
I've walked near those before. Yeah, I never noticed it jumping, but
Yeah, it's not that extreme, but it'll get you though.
it'll
Like,
get on you. Yeah.
yeah,
It'll-
you gotta, and that shit hurts. Those things are.
Yes.
that
Yes.
shit hurts.
All the cactus out there hurt. All of them. All of them.
I would want to do. There was this guy named Smoke. He's from the OG yard. I'd want to go down there and have that match with him. Freaking, he's a dope guy. We talked about it in the beginning and stuff. So, and then from the scrapyard, give me Simo, give me Simu. What's his name?
Simo.
Simo.
Simo. Give me Simo.
You see that, huh? You see that, Cal? We learning.
Keep
Shoot, man.
everybody safe.
If I had to answer that question, as a fan, bro, and normally I wouldn't fight nobody that I'm a fan of, but I would be down for the challenge just because it would just be a incredible match. I think me and Golden Hands, bro, from Scrapyard, me and Golden Hands would have been an incredible match. Granted, he's champ, so I wouldn't just get that match just out of nowhere, but or he's the ex-champ, former champ. But yeah, bro, I think he was one of the best guys in boxing wise in our weight class across the board in all branches. And then I guess if I had to pick a second person, I'd say maybe King Leonidas from OG Yard.
Oh, that's a good one.
Just because same weight class, classic OG fighter, and he brings a certain level of aggression every fight. You know what I mean? So I feel like the fight with him would be not necessarily me trying to it'd be me fighting his aggression, not necessarily fighting him, but fighting through the aggression, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So.
All right. I like those. We all got solid choices. Hell yeah. We bam, bam.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Golden Hands got to come back. Just we want to see that Ogun versus Golden Hands fight. because I know Steve is trying to make that happen. I need that as a fan, bro. I need that. We need that.
I need that. Yeah, please and thank you. I was like, do they need some fun? I'll donate a little bit. Let's make it happen.
You know what I'm saying? I hit the Ryan donation real quick.
Right? I remember
Mhm.
my YouTube password. No, but with YouTube, I'm not joking. You seriously, Moose, that was fun. My favorite was the watermelon challenge you did. When I remember I had my girl holding it, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna punch it." And I remember as soon as my fist went through the watermelon, she goes and like actually threw it on the ground. I was like, "Oof!" Oh, Moose,
Yeah.
you had to get on. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think Shinigami kicked one. He was like smashed it like that. Damn,
yeah, yeah.
Hey, that
Yeah.
was Malik Ogun. That man's a beast. Hey, he showed up to the hot box and he was like 8 people deep. This man had a whole army and they all had the same shirt on and they were all together. And
And you
his
could hear
fight,
it.
that fight was so crazy. It was versus E7 and they busted out of the freaking hot box. That stuff was crazy. I would have liked to see more boxing though, they were both doing a lot of wrestling and I'd have rather seen them throw hands, but hey, it was a good show anyway. I had fun.
That shit was
That was
crazy.
fun to watch. My favorite is when after I saw it and stuff, when Daniel released the edit, when he's sitting there and you see the camera fall over, it's like, doo, 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 you're like, hey, hey,
Yeah,
hey, hey.
yeah.
I don't know.
That
That's
was
just
crazy.
so raw.
Surreal, bro. Surreal. And if you want to see like a more like cinematic, dramatic version, if you go to Heart in the Fight, they did like a special.
Oh yeah.
They made like a whole special out of that one fight, and bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Check it
I
out.
like Moose was saying with the people he came with. I remember they just slowly with it. Oh, good. You walk by, you just hear, oh, good, and you're like, damn, yeah. There was those boys came and they came to go at it. They put on a show.
For sure, for sure. And shout out to Goon because he's a beast in the cage, but outside, bro is very much humble and respectful. That was when he was on the West Coast, and then when I met him at Scrapyard, same good energy. So, yeah.
Damn, hell yeah. No, jeez.
Which,
Next time I make it up.
no, go ahead.
Well, the next time I go out to West Coast, I'm fighting. That's all I know. I'm been training a little bit. I get my diet's been getting pretty good. I bought myself a juicer. I've actually been juicing a lot more heavy and lightened up on some of the food, and researching a lot more in my diet. I'm down 10 pounds. So I think that I really am going to be able to come out and fight at like 140.
Let's go.
Yes. Hey, that's same with
So
me. My last fight, I think I was like 156. So I'm slowly going down. I started my first fight at 170 on the West Coast.
Wow.
So now I'm down to 150, 156.
that's what I'm
Congrats,
talking
man.
about.
What's next for Moose, man? What's on the agenda?
I'm looking at January boxing match maybe on the Smoke Ranch. Cause I can't wait till March to get my next fight. That's too long. So yeah, hopefully just cruise out to the Smoke Ranch in January. Let Free Smoke freaking throw me in there with a dog, and we'll see what happens.
I like that. I like that.
Well, unfortunately, we're reaching about that time. So I want to ask, is there anything you want to say to these fine people that have been watching, hanging out with us all night? The king of AZ?
So first off, let me shout out all my guys: Eon, Husky, Martin, and Sean. Those 4 guys, they show up to every training session. There's Buddy V looking buff as hell, looking swole. But
You
yeah,
don't got
shout
me
out to
fooled.
all my guys. Just go to Moose Inc. on YouTube and give me a subscribe. freaking, so I can get back into making these fighter challenges. And yeah, there's my boy right there. Shout out everybody. Thanks for watching, y'all. Also shout out one more time to the Arizona Diamondbacks. We go into the World Series, baby. Bottom of the 8th. Let's go. Thanks for having me on, guys. It's been a blast. I look forward to the next one.
Oh, thank you, Moose.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys.
Hey, hell yeah. Man, that was a fun show. Shit.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. I mean, what else do you expect, man? It's the king of AZ, you know?
The king of AZ came on, and we had a good. That's why I love Tuesdays.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we got something coming up, huh?
Yeah, we got a little something, but you want to take a quick little commercial or not?
Quick little break. Quick little break.
Hi guys, Bushido Zed here with StreetBeefs West Coast. Make sure you check out OTH, okay, magazine. They've got YouTube, website, I believe, all kinds of stuff. They have Cuzzo checking out reactions. It's awesome. We have a lot of bangers. Check out OTH, you guys. Thank you.
Yo, Free Smoke, with you guys, man. I just want to give a shout out to Overtime Hustling magazine, man. Go cop the edition, man. Go cop the edition, the latest cover, man. They put me on a few covers ago. Go get yours right now, man. And shout out Cuzzo, man. We'll see you with the reactions. Love you, dog. Much love. Overtime Hustling. Let's go.
With KT here. Make sure you check out OTH magazine, man. They got all the hits in here. They're gonna tell you everything you need to know about everybody on the underground. All right.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
This actually started to crack, and that was the shirt I used to fight in, so it became sleeveless. But fighters to watch. Here's my first one from StreetBeefs Scrapyard. This one is called Lucha Soul. Now, I like it because they came as a BJJ match. They were just going round and round like a tornado. But this man kept going. He was rolling with it. He didn't get stiff at all. And eventually, he made it work in his favor. So I want to see him back out. Because, I mean, when you see BJJ matches, they're fun. But when you see someone kind of really work it to their favor, you're like, oh, let's see what else you could do. So that's mine. Second one, StreetBeefs West Coast. Well, I'd say he's fought before, but it's one of those ones where I recently discovered him, and sometimes that happens. And I started watching his fights, and I was like, all right, I like his heavy-handed, I like his composure, and I believe as of right now, he's 2-1 as well. So he's got a few fights out there. Make sure you go show him a little bit of love, and I want to see some more because his most recent one looked like he was putting that work in. So I'm like, all right, okay. Third one from the StreetBeefs OG yard, just straight Dego. Dego. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but I liked his fight. He's actually fought against Wanjutsu, who is someone I mentioned before. I'm a big fan of Wanjutsu from the OG yard. And in the middle of this fight, it was going very well. Good back and forth. Wanjutsu ended up, I think, blowing his bicep or something happened and the fight stopped. I was so mad. I felt bad for Wanjutsu. And I know that Dego was putting on a phenomenal performance. And I really wanted to see this fight continue to play out. So I want to see him back just for that reason. Like, please, please, please come fight. Those are my 3 fighters to watch.
Awesome picks, man. Awesome picks.
I'm going to say
Fire. Let's get it, man. Yeah, Somk and the Fire 5. Let's go ahead and start things off. First and foremost, StreetBeefs OG yard. You see it. Mr. J versus Brian. This is a hell of a boxing match. You see the timestamp, 2 minutes 46 seconds, no time wasted. 80-pound difference. This is a boxing mixer. I gotta say, defense is key. Where you put your chin is key. It's short, but it's sweet as far as this fight is concerned. The big man working the jab, the smaller man with a sound defense, and excellent body work. You see with the timestamp though, we got to finish. StreetBeefs OG Yard, Mr. J versus Brian, firefight. Yeah, StreetBeefs Scrapyard. You're looking for this fight, you'll have to type in the title that you see right there. This is a fight between Ronin and Chango. Big boy boxing action. This fight had a 90-pound difference between the fighters. Both men digging very deep in this fight, showing a lot of heart, a lot of courage, really pushing the pace every round. Yeah, these guys, they slugged it out. We got some great body shots. We got some great counters. The straight was really working. The straight cross was really working. And just had me on the edge of my seat, man. StreetBeefs Scrapyard, Ronin versus Chango, firefight. Yeah, StreetBeefs Scrapyard, let's go. No Love versus 9 Ether Being. This is a great, great fight. This is a branch versus branch fight right here. West Coast versus Scrapyard. Pacing is key. Pacing is key. We got explosive shots right out the bat and bombs all day. Great shot placement and great controlled aggression from the other fighter. Encounters almost every exchange. This is a fight that you don't want to miss. StreetBeefs West Coast, No Love versus 9 Ether Being, firefight. Yeah, we got a Dirty South fight on the list tonight. StreetBeefs Dirty South, we got Megalo versus Madman Marcus. You see the timestamp, 2 minutes, 27 seconds. These guys, they go heads up. There's no shyness involved. Both men come in a scrap, and you see it. Lots of heart on display. But as we all know, with that timestamp, we got to finish. StreetBeefs, Dirty South, Megalo versus Madman Marcus, firefight. And we're going to end it with the classic StreetBeefs OG Yard fight, Wolfman versus Abuelo. These guys right here, two OGs, two legends from the OG Yard, and two skilled boxers, showing us that age is nothing but a number. Because these guys, they got in there, they showed boxing skills, and they displayed toughness. Great exchanges, but cardio is key. As we always say, cardio is key. Constant work and pressure from the other fighter, and we just got a classic fight. StreetBeefs OG Yard, Wolfman versus Abuelo. Samke and the Fire 5.
Yeah, those are definitely some good choices. I don't think I've seen half of those, so I'm gonna go check them all out.
Yeah, man, please do, man. As always, these are great fights. These are the type of fights that, even if you've seen, you can put it on replay,
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we had our fun segments. What do you say? About that time.
It's about that time, bro. You already know, man. First and foremost, I want to thank Moose, for giving us our time, or his time. Great conversation as always, bro. We appreciate you. Yeah, you guys go look up his fights. He's a StreetBeefs West Coast fighter, Moose. I want to thank the people in the comments, people watching us on the live, people watching us on replay. We appreciate you guys. Shout out StreetBeefs OG Yard, StreetBeefs Scrapyard, StreetBeefs West Coast, StreetBeefs Dirty South. We appreciate you guys. Overtime Hustling Magazine, Heart in the Fight. We appreciate you guys. Buddy V, we do it every week. Can't do it without you, brother. Thank you, man. Jay, greatest producer, always killing it behind the scenes. And yeah, man, y'all trying to catch me, same place, same time, every week. And that's it for me.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Zwell. You know what it is. This website, Zwell-world.com. As you can see, the fun, lovely, all this great stuff. Yeah, go check it out. Show some
Yeah.
support. And even if you don't, make sure you tune in next week because around 7:30, I'm gonna have a giveaway ready. And it's gonna be so awesome. And there might be something that you can't get on the website. Well, thank you, Fire Chicken.
Much
So
appreciated.
I appreciate everyone checking in. Instagram Zwell_BuddyV. Thank you, Samke. I love the dynamic duo. Thank you, Jay. And in your famous words, as always, one world, one love, deuces.